Hello, I'm Andrew Hammond and I'm the lead author and series editor of the Pathway programme from NAHT and Discovery Education, launching in schools in September. Well, in the 21 years that I was teaching and leading in schools, I think a great many of my colleagues would describe teaching in a similar fashion. I think they would call it a passion, a vocation, a calling, a craft. And the craft of teaching requires heart and mind, body and soul. And it's only right and proper then, I think, that all of you is supported in the job, not just your professional skills. Todd Whitaker said that teaching, the best part about teaching is that it matters. And the hardest part is that it matters every day. And it does matter every day. You can't have an off day, a day when you kind of just go easy on yourself and have a few extra coffee breaks. You have to be in control all the time. And it can wreak havoc, perhaps not with our professional skills. We will always do the best job we can for the children we teach, but it takes its toll on our well-being and our motivation and our energy. And energy is really important as a teacher. I think teacher needs energy like a pen needs ink. And sometimes we feel that our cartridge is running a bit low and we need to give it a flick. And other times it feels like we have lots of energy. And we're motivated by different things, but there's lots involved in teaching that could keep us motivated. But knowing what motivates you is only the start, I think. It's only the beginning. In order to hold on to your motivation, well, I think that's harder. And I think it requires something that can be quite fragile in this profession, which is your agency, your sense of empowerment. Not just autonomy, but agency, where you feel you can do this and you have the skill set to do it and your efforts are having an impact on those that you teach. And you'd be forgiven in the current climate with lots of hyper accountability, frankly, observations and scrutiny, and maybe even a little erosion of trust in teachers unfairly. You'd be forgiven for losing some of that agency. And standard CPD sometimes doesn't cut it. Not for me, at least. I can remember many a time coming out of a CPD conference and thinking, well, that's okay, he knows it, I don't. Or the people on my table seem to be a lot better at this than I am. And that can play havoc with your own self-efficacy and your agency and your empowerment. And whilst it might help with your professional skills for a while, it doesn't do much for your well-being and your motivation and your energy. And that's what the Pathway programme is about. It's about you. And that's not a self-indulgence. You matter. And the teachers and the students in front of you deserve the best version of you, just like your family does. So the Pathway programme is here not just for your professional growth, but for your personal development too, your well-being, your motivation, and your aspirations as well. We hope that with Pathway, you'll be able to keep motivated, hold on to your agency, and look after yourself.